And one of the world's wealthiest men has written a book with comments very, very critical of the Bush administration. Let's talk about your new book, The Age of Fallibility, Consequences of the War on Terror. I want to read to you a quote that sort of startled me, I'm sure a lot of your readers, once they read it. The Bush administration and the Nazi and communist regimes all engaged in the politics of fear. Indeed, the Bush administration has been able to improve on the technique used by the Nazi and communist propaganda machines by drawing on the innovations of the advertising and marketing industries. Now, when a lot of people hear comparisons between President Bush and Nazis and communists, they're going to say, George Soros, you've gone over the top.
You actually picked up the most incendiary part of the book, and I am very careful to draw a clear distinction between the Nazi regime and our open society, because we are a democracy. But there are some similarities in the propaganda methods which I pointed out.
But George Soros, you lived through the Holocaust.
Yes.
You know firsthand what the Nazis were doing. You lived through the Cold War, the worst of the Stalinist era. To make comparisons between the President of the United States and these regimes, a lot of people are going to say, what are you thinking?
Well, that is unfortunate, because I think there are some serious arguments about our open society being endangered by the policies followed by the Bush administration. The war on terror, which does not have an end, changes. It leads to an undue extension of executive powers. It has stifled debate, criticizing the president. This is considered unpatriotic. And as a result, we've been following policies which endanger our position in the world.
A lot of people will agree with you on that.
Yes.
But where they will starkly disagree is to then bring in the whole Nazi and communist comparison.
You are actually, it's a valid point. And maybe I did go over the line, but I think that on the whole, my assessment is a balanced one. And the fact, frankly, when President Bush said, you are either with us or you are with the terrorists, that's when I was reminded. But I should have probably kept it to myself.